Ahmed says, it is believed in the subcontinent that if a person is inflicted by evil eye, moving and spinning peppers on his head and burning them will cure the evil eye. I know it's baseless, but I cannot convince the people. Can you please make a video on it so this practice is minimized or stopped? Ahmed, it is not only limited to warding off evil eye and the rest of such things. It is deeply rooted in people's hearts that they follow what their peers, what their shaman, what their soothsayers tell them, rather than following the Quran and the Sunnah. And Allah tells us in the Quran, وَمَا أَكْثَرُ النَّاسِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. And the vast majority of people will not become believers even if you are keen on making them. O Muhammad, if you look around in the Muslim world, you will be shocked by the amount of Muslims who practice so many things other than Islam. The way they pray, the way they deal with one another, the transactions they are doing. If you look at even their aqeedah, which Islam is based upon, you will find it corrupt. And this is shameful. It makes us sorry and it breaks our hearts to see Muslims doing this. And what adds insult to injury is that when you come to them and you present them with the Quran, with the authentic Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, the majority of them would shrug their shoulders and say, this is how we found our forefathers worshipping and believing, and this is what we will remain to doing until the Day of Judgment. And this is very sad. But unfortunately, we cannot do anything other than making dua for them and continuing to show them the proof from the Quran and from the Sunnah. When someone says, La ilaha illallah, prove it. You claim that there is no God worthy of being worshipped except Allah the Almighty, yet you are worshipping someone else. Then you are in deep trouble. Evil eye. There are people who do not even believe in it. So envy, evil eye, jinn possession, black magic, all of these supernatural things that we cannot see are mentioned in the Quran and are authentic. Therefore, when we would like to treat them, we do not go to soothsayers. We do not hang amulets or ta'viz or go to sorcerers to help in solving our problems, because this would be shirk, the cardinal sin, as they say, the most major sin on earth that Allah does not forgive if a person dies doing it. What we do is we look into the Quran, to the Sunnah. Do we have any cure? Do we have any treatment for solving this problem, for uplifting this evil eye? And the answer is yes, we do. The Sunnah is clear the Prophet ﷺ visited Sahl ibn Hanif, may Allah be pleased with him, when he fell sick. So he asked around, do you accuse anyone of giving him the evil eye so that he would fall sick like this? And they said yes. He was washing his body and a companion saw him and he was amazed by the clarity and beauty of his skin. So he said, giving him the evil eye, unintentionally of course, because evil eye does not come intentionally. He said, I have never seen such soft skin, as if it's the skin of a virgin. Of course, both of them are men, and both of them are true natural men. They don't have any inclination towards homosexuality, may Allah forbid, like sick people do today. But he was amazed by, seriously, the softness of the skin. And Sahl ibn Hanif fell on the ground and he was sick on the spot. So when they told the Prophet ﷺ, he was very angry. And he said to that companion, why does one of you attempt to kill his brother by giving him evil eye? Wouldn't you have said, Allahumma barik, or Allahumma barik lahu, or barakallahu laka, which all is stemmed from blessings of Allah. Then the Prophet ordered him to do something, and this is the best cure for the evil eye, if you know who gave it to you. The Prophet ordered him to perform ablution and to wash the inside of his garment, his waist wrapper, his thobe, his shirt, his trousers, the inside of it that touches his body, to wash it, and the water all is collected in a vessel. Then he ordered them to throw the water over the head of the affected person. In some narrations, from behind him. So he stands in the bathroom, someone from behind him gives him a bath or throws it on top of his head and his body. The hadith goes on to say, Sahal instantly stood up as if nothing had been wrong with him. So this is the best form of treatment for evil eye. What happens if I don't know the individual? In this case, one is supposed to recite the proper ruqya. Al-Fatiha, Ayat al-Kursi, the last two ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah, and the last three quls, Al-Ikhlas, Al-Falaq, and An-Nas. And he can wipe all of his body by cupping his hand and reciting in it and blowing and wiping his body multiple times. He can recite it over a glass or a cup of Zamzam water or normal water multiple times and drink it throughout the day and the night, and inshallah within few days he will be cured with the grace of Allah Azza wa Jal. As for turning peppers or spinning peppers on his head and burning them, this is a ritual that most likely is a sacrifice for the jinn. The people do so many things thinking that it is ways of bringing barakah, unknowing that this might be asking the jinn to be pleased by doing it. When there's a ritual in some Muslim countries, when a person builds a house, he would go to the foundation of the house at early stages, slaughters a sheep, and with the blood of the sheep, splashes it on the foundations. What is this? Some even do something else, which is slaughtering the sheep on the steps of the house, at the entrance, when the house is finished, and sheds the blood there. What are you doing? He said, I'm slaughtering for barakah. You're sacrificing for the jinn, because you want the jinn not to annoy you, not to inhabit the house. So you give them this sacrifice, because this is not for Allah Azza wa Jal. And the way you're doing it is definitely not for Allah. So spinning peppers, and I don't know if it's chili, if it's red or if it's green. We know that the people in the subcontinent love chili, but this is totally baseless. It's not related to Islam, and it may take a person out of the fold of Islam if he's doing this for the jinn, because this is a form of sacrifice other than to Allah the Almighty, and Allah knows best.